Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
Hey everybody, it's Tuesday night, time for another Love Wicked Horror Show. I'm Kevin, and as always, I'm joined by Tony Has Nine Fingers.
What is going on, people?
And we got Angel joining us this week.
What is going on, Tony?
And our guest is running late. So we have a guest, but they're running late currently.
I'm here, bro. Sorry.
Oh, that's true. No, but so Tony, who was our guest this week?
Julie Anne Prescott. She is actress. She's a writer. She's now a director for the movie we were going to talk about is Cheerleader Elimination. So that one sounds pretty interesting. The way that they have it seems the trailer for the movie is like in a music video form.
Yeah, it's a music video.
So
I have that.
So it's like it's like a teaser trailer for it. In, like I said, a music video form. That's the first I've seen something along those lines.
Yeah, and it's a good idea. I mean, I've seen maybe with Troma, I think I've seen some stuff kind of along those lines.
Yeah.
But this is like, it's a solid song. It's the video looks good. So it's it's a good idea. It sticks out a little bit.
So the thing that I noticed, I reached out to her before and stuff happened. So this time they have an Indiegogo for finishing funds on the movie. Mm-hmm. So that's why we were going to bring her on to, talk about the film.
Because the original Indiegogo to raise money for the movie was super successful.
Oh, word?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, very successful. So it was, I don't even know how many hundreds of times over the plan, like over their goal.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. So it was, it did really well. And I was actually kind of bummed because I was like, there was some perks that were pretty low cost that were pretty neat. Like for like $50, you can get your voice in the movie for like,
I think they still have that. I don't know if it's for $50.
And the Indiegogo that I was in, that one's closed.
Is it closed?
Yeah. And the one that I was in, but either way, so it looks interesting. And the one thing that's weird too, is that it's in one spot, it says Cheerleader Elimination. And then one spot it says Cheerleader Camp Elimination. Like on one poster it says one thing, on another poster it says another thing. And on IMDb it's got the poster. Yeah, on the music video is Cheerleader Camp Elimination, and I think the song is called that too. But the poster on IMDb is Cheerleader Elimination, but it's listed on IMDb as Cheerleader Camp Elimination. So many unanswered questions. Now, if she just shows up, we can ask those questions. Like, is that a honey badger?
Yeah.
The question of the night, according to Angel.
Yeah, I saw when you dropped the little poster for tonight's stream.
Yeah.
Is that a?
Well, the thing is, from what I kind of read the synopsis and from the music video, it seems like usually you would have a, cheerleader versus cheerleader trying to become like the head cheerleader. In this movie, it looks like it's cheerleaders versus mascots going up against each other. So that is probably what the cover is one of the mascots for.
If you watch the music video, you actually see the mascot attacking and stuff like that. So yeah, either way, even if she doesn't end up making it, we'll still watch the music video. But in the meantime, have you guys checked out anything recently? There's like something that's newer on Shudder that I've been meaning to check out, and I just keep putting it off.
What?
It's I forget. I haven't seen it yet. It looks like a movie from like the 70s.
Oh, you're talking about Late Night with the Devil?
Yes,
That's on my radar. I'm probably gonna watch that like tomorrow.
this weekend. Oh,
Yeah, or this weekend. Yeah, it's been since I saw it like making the rounds. Very interested in what's his name, David Dastmalchian.
bless you.
Yeah, he was in. He's been in a bunch of shit.
Oh yeah,
He was Polka Dot Man in Suicide Squad.
yeah.
And
And he just has that look where he always looks serious, or like
and then
you can't tell really what his vibe is.
That Boogeyman, he was the dad in the Boogeyman that went to go see the therapist at the beginning of the movie.
Still haven't seen it.
And he was also in Prisoners with huge jacked man and Jake Gyllenhaal's.
Jagoff.
Jake Gyllenhaal's. That was and Paul Dano. But yeah, that it looks sick. Very 70s like themed. I heard it's like supernatural shit. I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Network from the 70s.
I know of it.
It's like
I haven't seen it.
Like satire, like dark comedy, I think.
About a television network.
Yeah.
Like UHF, but more serious.
Yeah.
Less wheel of fish.
Yeah.
And less of those two brothers that just stand there and go like those guys.
Yeah.
You guys have seen UHF, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, long time
Weird Al, yeah. I haven't seen
it's a great movie.
Though.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
I have the Shout Factory release.
Yes,
it's a good release too.
Shout out to Shout Factory.
Shout. Let it on out.
I was gonna say the one movie I just watched, because on my TikTok ventures I ended up following a actress, Hannah Dannelly, I believe is the way her last name is pronounced. Probably horribly butchering it, but she was in a lot of horror movies. Like it seems like a lot of people kind of venture into, and she was in one, I believe 2 or 3 years ago, called Damon's Revenge. It's on Amazon Prime, so if you have that, it's streaming on there, and that was pretty interesting. Got a pretty good. Who is it? Not Tom Sizemore. I can't think of the dude's name.
Theodore Sizeless.
That. But it was pretty good. It's about.
Hey,
it's about
Serge is in the chat saying hi. Life is Pain is in the chat saying hi.
What up?
He's saying welcome back, Chaos. And look at this. Look at this, Angel. Wham.
Checked out the Strange Show, by the way. Love it. Awesome. Good to hear. We'll be back soon at some point. I just gotta get my shit together.
We all kind of do. I have a new job and it's kicking my butt.
Yeah, I've been busy working a bunch of other stuff that
I really like the new job. It's just it really like wipes me out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to like other, like we usually, when we record that Strange Show, we usually like shoot for like a weekend. Yeah. Like the thing with the Re-Education of Nancy and Rita, she shoots for like weekdays. But like hey, I can be on at like 11, and I'm like, I can't do that anymore.
I'm daddy tired.
Yeah, I think if like legit, I can fall asleep at like 9:30 now.
That's good.
Remember how bad I was sleeping before?
Yeah. You know what that sounds like? Mental clarity. Like
totally.
That's what that sounds like. Like you're not sitting in bed like grinding your teeth down to the gums.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely, it's. Tony was actually asking me about the stress level. There's a lot of stress in this job as well. It's a different kind of stress though. It's more problem solving, like on the fly problem solving, as opposed to, Yeah.
Like what that needle, type.
Well, I haven't said what I do for a job, and I don't want to on the show. So I'm just saying. What's you say?
All right.
Just because I don't. I don't want to.
Delete that. Just can you turn off the internet for me?
Oh, yeah. Can you go back in time a little bit? Just like a couple minutes.
Could you rewind it, please?
But that's good to hear, because I remember when we talked like a week after you got it, and you're like, I'm way better. Like good,
Oh, totally.
good.
Life is Pain is saying, "Oh, I get it. I'm a sit down type of guy too. Once I start having to work, my days kill me for sure. Luckily, I'm off on Wednesday. Nice. Yeah, that's the thing is tomorrow. Tomorrow,
Hacker.
I'm doing all right. Tomorrow, I'm doing okay. Like
Yeah.
the first few weeks that I was there,
Yeah.
I was hurting on Wednesdays. I can tell you.
Hump
just
day.
like-
You got to get through
Well,
hump day,
no,
bro.
it's because I was going to bed so early, and now like I'd be going to bed in like 20 minutes, you know.
Oof.
But because I was staying up like later, a little bit later, and then I have to wind down after not shutting up for an hour.
Yeah.
You know, but it's
He says he's at Amazon. He works at
Oh,
Amazon.
nice. I got
out
another
to
job.
Amazon.
Yeah, I actually got another job offer from Amazon recently.
Oh, after
But,
they told you to f off the first time?
No, they didn't tell me to F off. They just like, we're not going to give you a position in this location, but we may have some other locations.
Yeah. That's what
So they're like, do you want to be an asset protection manager in North Adams?
That's a little bit.
How far away is North Adams from you?
It's a hike.
Yeah, and I'm farther away than that.
Yeah. It's a hike. They're like, no, it doesn't compute, you know?
Yeah. I'm not gonna. I don't want to drive like 2.5 hours to work every day and then 2.5 hours back.
Yeah. You gonna pay me? They paid you. You know, you clock in right when you wake up.
Yeah, that's my part of my day, and that's cool. Pay for gas and car repairs as well.
Yeah.
So Life is Pain is saying when Chaos makes his first film, you guys will be rich. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
due to your parts in this movie, yeah, I'm sure that I will hit the cutting room floor, just like I have.
Bro, I'm gonna hit you with the it was blurry, man. It was really,
See, I taped you for like 45 minutes, but your scenes, I
don't know what happened. Like it was
I don't know what happened, but did you have diarrhea that day? Because it really looked like you had diarrhea. Nope, I didn't. But yeah. So you are working on some stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing that I'm involved in, but
not yet.
Soon enough.
Yes.
Soon enough. The weather's getting better.
Yeah, phase 2, you will be involved. It's
Yeah.
just getting shit cracking.
Yep. Then we have to get Tony down here. We kick him off set. Get out of here.
Yeah,
you came all the way here. Forget you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back home.
Get out of here. Yeah. Go back to Jersey where it smells weird.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Yes,
it smells weird in a lot of parts of Massachusetts.
It's the mash. It's the
like there's multi different smells in Jersey because there's multi different like it's like the shore, then you hit like farmland, then you hit like a city vibe. It's like you get a little bit of everything in Jersey.
You can say the same thing for Massachusetts, though.
Yeah,
because you got the Cape. Think of
that cut between like right when you get outside of New York, and it's just like those little bullshit factories and like the marshes and like
that's why you roll up the window and make sure you like hold your breath through the whole thing.
Yeah,
that's the
every time I drove through there, I'm like, good dumping grounds. Good dumping grounds.
So it's not on the. I'm going to change the subject because we're just talking about stinky places. But now there was a movie that I was singing the praises of. It's now available on Hulu. It's not a horror movie. Just curious if either of you guys had seen it yet. Poor Things.
No, not yet.
Oh man,
it won, right? Didn't it win a gold?
She won. Yeah, she won some stuff for it. I'm just curious. Like, I would like your opinion when you get a chance to check it out.
Yeah, it's got
it's a weird movie. But it's a weird movie. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think we talked
for people in the chat. Like if Sergio, if you check it out, you would love it just because she's naked in most of the movie. And then
and that's but bro.
Whatevs. And then but yeah, it's just such a weird movie. I was thrilled that I was seeing it in the theater. I'm glad I didn't wait for it home video because I was like, it was just so cool to see it in the theater. Like those days are like kind of behind me. Like seeing all the weird movies in the theater. Like you usually don't come to theaters anymore. You know.
No. Speaking of theaters, Ghostbusters this week.
This week?
Yeah, part 2, bro.
Well, I didn't realize that. I'm gonna have to get my dad on the horn.
I got them tickets for Thursday nights. I'm going
Yeah,
Thursday
I
night.
wouldn't go until this weekend, if anything.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed Afterlife. It was definitely
Same. Yeah,
This
it was
one
great.
definitely looks a little bit different, so I don't
Yeah.
know,
It
but
looks colder.
it's just a
Yeah,
tad bit. Just a tad
a
bit.
bit colder.
Yeah.
Now,
But
would you guys get that
The Doom
the
bucket.
well, they have the Slimer one, which I've already seen pictures of in real life, and it looks like garbage. But they have like the one popcorn bucket that is the ghost catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Would
interesting.
you if it? I haven't seen what it looks like in real life
Yeah,
or
it's
photos of it.
thing, and then it's got like the little cone thing, supposed to be
Yeah.
like, but yeah,
The
no,
rays.
what they did with those, like, I don't know, I didn't know the theaters were like they were doing like merch drops, like
Yeah.
months
Yeah, because
before.
they
'Cause
had that
like,
Dune
oh, that's
one
gonna,
with like the mouth or
Yeah.
something.
yeah, the
People have been
fleshlight.
making horrible, horrible
I'm here to,
jokes about it. Like they
I'm,
did it in SNL. Yeah,
I'm here
They
to
made
fuck
it
the
on
bucket.
SNL. Yeah. Extra butter, please.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I didn't know that because I was like, oh, that's cool. We'll get a bucket. And I'm like, nah, they've been sold out for months, my guy. Where you been?
Yeah.
Mm.
You can get one. It's going to be on eBay and it's going to be for $400.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cinemark already did their pre-release. I'm like, God damn it.
It's like sneakers. You have to wait in line.
Well, at Monster Mania, I did meet McKenna Grace, who plays the little girl in the Ghostbusters. I told her, "Thank you for bringing back the glory of the Ghostbusters." Even though I know Kevin didn't mind the.
I didn't. It's not nearly as bad as people say it is. The all
It's
women
horrible.
reboot. It's not horrible.
No,
It's
It's not horrible.
it felt like
It's
a
not what you
Scooby-Doo movie.
expected.
It was like a
No, it's exactly what I expected.
No.
It being
Well,
horrible.
okay, 13th
Hey.
Wolfman.
tell them why you're mad.
Yeah. So it's as a movie, it's not a bad movie. Is it does it capture the feel of Ghostbusters 1 and 2? No.
No,
Not at all.
Not
Did
at all.
Afterlife capture that? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but was
You know,
it because those characters were in the movie? Like
Even before they were in the movie.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, even before they were in the movie, I felt like I feel at home right now. You know.
Like, where's Vigo?
Yeah. Ghostbusters and Kung Fu Panda 4 is going to be a busy weekend. Oh,
That's
Kung
right.
Fu Panda 4.
That's right. That's what they used
I
to
didn't
call
realize
me
they were
back
still
in the
doing
day.
this.
Yeah, they used to call me Kung Fu Panda back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
They used to
like
call me a
those
panda.
movies.
Before
Used to
my
call me a panda just because I had poop stuck in my fur.
before my legs got wrecked.
Got my legs wrecked.
Yeah.
Wrecked in effect.
My martial arts days.
Yeah.
They're over.
Oh, that's it, bro. I'm
He's walking with a cane.
I'm walking with a cane, a couple pocket knives, and just a hope and a prayer that people don't bother me.
Yeah. He's just treat him like Master Splinter. He could attack you. He's not gonna, but he could.
You got one of those little canes. Did you ever see that TikTok with the one guy, Colin or something, where he's like, "Oh, you want to take my wallet?" And he pulls out this little like cane that pops out or whatever. It's like a baton, and he's like, and he's trying to get to work. I know.
I've daydreamed of like hooking people with the handle, you know, like
looking him off stage.
Yeah,
get out of here, kid. 23 Skidoo on out of here. See?
But
you don't even have the right to vote.
Yeah. Kung Fu Panda 4. I have, you know what I wanted to see that I just watched the first one, Dune. Dune, I was just talking about it, but Dune 2 I heard is very good. My friend who's a hard sell on a lot of things like cinema, he said it's like a perfect sci-fi fucking movie. So I was like,
Sergio, just real quick, he's mentioning that the Ghostbusters, that comes out this weekend, Sergio. Mm-hmm. So get your tickets for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
Yeah.
And then Life is Pain is asking if we saw the trailer for Imaginary.
That's the Spooky Bear, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the
it's on my Plex.
Blumhouse.
Yeah, Blumhouse. I did see the trailer. It looked all right. It looks like one.
But that's
There's a few movies that look very interesting.
Is it PG-13?
I don't know. I can check, but
you guys talk about
there was a few movies that I that looked very interesting that are streaming right now. One of them is I think it's just called Animation or something like that.
Yeah, it's PG-13 Imaginary.
Let me see, because I added
that-
some to my library.
Oh, Thomas Paine is in it. Matthew Sato.
Who?
Oh, I got a little topic for us when
Oh.
everybody's done.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I saw
Nope.
a picture
Go ahead.
on Facebook that actually a couple people from my the kitchen where I work now, they brought up, and they're like, "Oh, did you see what they're doing with the Pooh, Blood and Honey? They're actually making a whole universe called the Pooniverse.
Yeah, the Pooniverse.
They're making all different movies with like Bambi, with
Yes.
I think Peter Pan.
Pooniverse. I'm looking it up right now. Oh no, it just brought up Disney's Pooh's Adventures.
So the movies that looked interesting to me recently that I was looking over the weekend was Camp Pleasant Lake, Somewhere Quiet, The Seeding. Lisa Frankenstein is streaming now as well.
Okay. I heard pretty
Double
good things about
Blind.
that.
There's one called Double Blind.
Placebo?
Stop Motion. That's the one I thought was called Animation. And then Imaginary.
All right. The Twisted Childhood Universe. That's what Tony's talking about. So yeah, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. That's the first one. Which I don't know if I was like in the wrong like mental like state at the moment or at that time, but I watched like maybe like 5-10 minutes of it, and then when like Piglet came out and then they were like, "No, Piglet, what are you doing?" I was like, I can't watch this right now.
No, yeah, I mean it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but nowhere near to like it's watchable. It's like
I'm gonna give it a nut because I don't usually like poo poo too much, like a lot of things. I'll watch it, but it might take me like 2 or 3 tries before like I get locked in. But yeah, so Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Then they got the Winnie the Pooh 2, Blood and Honey. And then like you said, Bambi, Bambi, the Reckoning. We got Peter Pan.
They should do a live action Bambi versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
I'd be down.
Have Thumper come out, fucking like third act. Then they have Neverland Nightmare. What else?
It's just a documentary about Michael Jackson's house.
Yeah. Pinocchio Unstrung. And then it says Pooniverse Monsters Assemble 2024.
Well, when I saw the picture, it looked like they were just going to have a movie with like I thought it was going to be like an anthology type deal where it's like, oh, this is like a short of each, but then they were like, no, each one's getting their own cinematic.
So, Life is Pain just brought up something really cool that I didn't know anything about because I don't have regular television, so I didn't know that it was going to be a thing. Can't wait for the Strangers TV series.
Oh shit!
Yeah, The Strangers Chapter 1. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what network that's going to be on. I'm sure it's a different network for him than it would be for us. But
it's
that and then
the UK, right? If I remember correctly.
It would be. I think Channel 4 takes a lot of American shows and plays them over there.
Strange. But then the one TV show is what's it called? Camp Crystal Lake, is that Nightmare or whatever? Like the prequel to the Friday the 13th that they were putting on Hulu, maybe?
Yeah, it's on Hulu, I think. Yeah, but is that's out?
No, eventually, soon, supposedly coming out. And then there was one going through TikTok. I don't know if they're in talks or it's just an idea, but they were talking about having a series of 13 ghosts where each episode would be for each one of the ghosts, which I thought would be awesome.
I talked to the dudes that pitched that and got some stuff working with that for the that 13 Ghost stuff. So it's
That's cool.
it's yeah.
And
In the
Sergio's bringing up the new King Kong versus Godzilla, like whichever way it goes. It's Godzilla versus King Kong or whatever. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm a Godzilla fan in general. I'm a kaiju man myself.
I'm a
Did you
kaiju man.
see- What was
Yeah.
it? Godzilla.
Kajuman.
What was the last one that came out that won something? Godzilla
Yeah, Godzilla. Yeah, -1.
-1.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Mm.
My wife wouldn't go with me.
I
didn't wanna
I
go
still
by
haven't
myself.
seen Shin Godzilla either.
Oh
I
my
own it. I
god,
never sat down to
that's
watch
one
it.
of my favorite ones.
Oh yeah.
So good.
It's so different than the other
Yeah.
ones too. Like he looks way different.
Yeah, it's got a little red in them, and like all the whole look.
Like
is
the way he opens his mouth, like it's almost like he has like almost like a Pac-Man head. It
Yeah.
opens so wide.
Mm.
So Life is Pain is asking who's cooler, King Kong or Godzilla. So in all reality, if they were real, King Kong would be much smaller than Godzilla.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Well, did you see that thing going around about Godzilla's bullshit legs and how they he would have to be like standing on something in the middle of the ocean because of how deep the ocean is? Like he
what if
would
he
either
floats?
he would either have to have like really long fucking legs and like the diagram that someone drew like different things that he would have to like stand there like he's standing on an iceberg or he's standing on a bunch of trash, has really long legs, and it's just like
Wicked long toenails.
and then I was like, holy shit, maybe that's and then
You
but then
know-
you have to like you're like, nah, fuck that, because like you have to suspend disbelief.
Yeah,
Like
disbelief.
But
we were-
so life is going back to Life is Pain, asking which is better.
mhm.
I think if you watch both the original Godzilla and the original King Kong, they're both absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
King Kong, I hadn't seen it in a very long time, and we covered it on Black and White Fright, and I think none of us had seen it in a really long time. We were all super impressed with it.
Yeah.
It held up way better than we remembered. I am more of a Godzilla fan than Bill and Scott were. And when we did Godzilla on the show, I invited my friend Mike to come on, and Scott just left the show and halfway through because he didn't want to hear it anymore.
Mhm.
And
You just kept
that's
doing
never
the roar.
happened.
You just kept doing the roar.
Yeah, every time he opened his mouth, I was just going squeonk.
Mhm.
So years ago, Life is Pain.
I can't find it.
My friends were dumb enough to ask me to join their like role playing group. Like they played like games like Magic and stuff like that. I didn't play games like that. So they were doing a Marvel superheroes game, but the rule was you could be any imaginary creature ever. Right? Yeah. So there was a character years ago on TV called Manimal, and this guy could just turn into any character.
Yeah.
So if I was Manimal, I could turn into every character.
Yeah.
So I was like altering Marvel characters, like making them even stronger. Then lastly I turned into Godzilla, and we were all fighting in this one area of Worcester, which is the town that I'm from. And I was like, all right, so we're all gathered around, right? And Godzilla's in the center. He's like, yep. I'm like, I'm gonna roll to take a giant shit. And like I rolled really, really high. Like I rolled like, and he's like, okay. And I'm like, he's radioactive, so it's killing everyone, right? And he's like, yes. And I ended the game right there. I was told not to come back. But
Yeah, so you're talking about Manimal, American superhero television series created by Glenn A. Larson, ran on NBC. The show centers on the character Jonathan Chase, a shape-shifting man who can turn himself into any animal he chooses. He uses this ability to help the police solve crimes.
yeah. But in this world, you can
Hold on.
yeah.
It ended after a brief 8-episode run.
It wasn't a good show.
Dude, the posters on this and like he's holding a peregrine falcon over this blonde lady's head with a James Bond suit on.
But yeah, it was I just, because I told him like, you're not going to want me there. It's going to be a joke to me the entire time. And
Yeah,
I
so you
remember there was
went
one
in
thing
there and
like,
shitted on it.
yeah, we did one other round before that, and I was just like, I was just like, I rolled to make the Incredible Hulk like drop kick somebody, and they're like, no, the Incredible Hulk wouldn't do that. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, this real
Incredible Hulk would do that in every issue. And then someone's like, all right, I want to make Spider-Man so he could fly. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, wait a minute. No. He can fly with his webs. He can't just like launch and fly without his webs. But so yeah, Serge was asking who would win, Kong or Godzilla. And then the Dead Dads Club is saying that these that
What
we're
up, what up?
sexy fellas.
Hey, thank you,
He's
man.
right.
I'm working on it real hard.
Real hard. But yeah, maybe Godzilla is just standing on a giant shit out in the ocean. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's good. A little dark turd.
Yeah, he's got a floater. Maybe there was a lot of corn in his diet. I don't know.
I would to answer that question, I would choose Godzilla as well. I like all the different characters he's fought.
Oh, wait a minute. Is the Dead Dads Club? Is that
Yeah,
the name of Steve's new show?
Yeah, man.
I was just remembering. I was like, who's this dude? I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Steve was talking about changing the name.
Who the fuck is
What's up, Steve?
Dads, man?
Why are these dead dads making fun of how beautiful we are?
But yeah, I do Godzilla. Even the remake that they did with Matthew, what was his name? Matthew Broderick with the Puff Daddy.
Matthew Broderick. Yeah.
Puff Daddy
With Led Zeppelin, Puff Daddy. Yeah.
See my foes.
Yeah. Not a new show, just a new name. Correct. Your other name wasn't horrible, but this is definitely a better name.
Yeah.
It rolls off the tongue.
The
Dad's Club. The Dad's Club.
Yeah, they just had
the DDC.
Just give them a shout. They had I don't know if it was their first live stream event with some awesome people that we know together, but shout out to them for doing that. Looked cool. I was there on the internets. I wasn't cool to be in the building, but shout out to them for doing that.
Oh, the internets.
Oh, the internet.
So already a little after 9:30, but what's up?
One of the things I did forget is at Monster Mania, I picked up a whole bunch of movies from the one company Scream Team releasing, which did like the Barn and stuff. So I picked up a bunch, like a stack of movies, and I watched one of them, and it was a movie called Cryptids, where it's an anthology film about like the chupacabra and stuff like that and different creatures. And one of the shorts was directed by our friend Billy Pond.
Oh,
so
sure, really?
I was like, we should try to reach out and get him back on.
I've thought about having him on like regularly because he keeps promoting, like he's going to be doing Circus of the Dead.
Yeah, I was going to say I saw that on his page. And I'm like, that's coming out. He is doing some stuff, and
shout out to Billy Pond, bro.
Yeah, and if anyone in the chat or anyone listening after the fact hasn't seen Circus of the Dead, I would recommend it. Yeah, it's a clown movie, but it's a different kind of clown movie.
What's the name of that? Papa, right?
Papa Corn.
Corn. Yeah, that's right.
Because the problem with that is because at that point in time it was like the clown pandemic. Well, like every movie was about the clowns,
right.
But
that was
out of those,
2014.
That was 14, before
15.
they came out. That and Terrifier kind of came out around the same time.
That and 31.
Yeah, 31.
From, Rob Zombie. So it all kind of like mishmashed.
100 Tears. 100 Tears.
100 Tears.
Which I still really enjoy as well.
What about Vulgar?
Yeah, Vulgar was another one.
Yeah, I like Vulgar. But the Sergio's asking if we knew that Godzilla lived underwater. Yes, I did.
Yes.
Well aware. He lived underwater. He has a little TV set that's waterproof, repellent. I don't know.
Water repellent. It's
like around
it. Yeah. Life is Pain is in the same boat as me. Not a huge 31 fan, but I did enjoy them. He did enjoy the movie. All right, so maybe not exactly. I'm not a huge 31 fan. I didn't really enjoy the movie. I was let down. I went to see it in a theater. Like I was hoping that I would like it, and right off the bat with the first opening scene, I was like, I'm already not liking this.
Now,
It was
now
a great
was
monologue, great monologue. But other
was
than
a-
that,
was the plot disheartening, or was it just the inconsistencies that got you?
inconsistencies with me.
That kind of
It was lazy. It was
Okay.
lazy. Yeah. I mean, it was good to see people that we know working. Like that was good.
Yeah.
E.G. Daily was awesome in it.
Yeah, I was about to say, because she pops up on TikTok and she's like, "I'm a voice actor in this." I'm like, "Why don't you just bring up your roles in like 31?" Or she was in a
'Cause
couple
people-
Rob Zombie.
Yeah, but people know her as Tommy Pickles.
Tommy
and
Pickles, yeah.
Dottie from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah,
Yeah, Powerpuff Girls.
Yep. I met her. I got to meet her out at Rhode Island Comic Con. She is a sweetheart. Like, I was trying to take a picture and she's just like, "Oh, give me the phone." And she like started taking selfies and she was like taking a bunch of, make sure you got one you like kind of deal. But
she
yeah,
was also
she was very nice.
Babe Pig in the City, the second Babe.
Yeah,
I did not know
she was
that.
Babe. Huh.
So
Didn't know that either.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do, pig. That'll do. Yeah, Sergio, we don't know where the guest is, but I do have the music video that's also the trailer for the movie. If you'd like to see it. All right.
Yes.
So I'm going to play that. I'd like to see it. Thanks for asking.
Shut up.
Stop talking and play it. So here is the music video for the movie Cheerleader Camp Elimination. But it's also called Cheerleader Elimination. I was going to ask for clarification, but we don't know. Hopefully she'll come on for the last 5 minutes. But here we go. We'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Hey.
My favorite part was when the one guy was getting killed and it was just a guy dancing in the background.
Yes.
Yep.
I thought that was great. That's like
What?
totally something that me and my friends would have done. Like if we were making a movie back in the day.
The one part where the cop had the little gun and the other guy had a banana.
Yeah. Was that like
in that little corner.
perspective? Like, were they supposed to be standing up or were they laying down on the ground?
No, I think they were laying down on the ground. Pretty sure. It looked like
So
that.
Life is Pain is saying, God, I would love to be in a movie like this. Just total satire. Love it. I agree.
Yeah.
It's
a wolf.
Yeah, I didn't want to answer you. I was forcing you to come on. You just like it's a wolf. You just disconnect.
Yeah, that's it. I'm out. Bye.
Yeah, it was a wolf the whole time. I'm out. I'm never coming on again. And just
but like on the lines of that, she like her IMDb, she's been an actress, and a lot of some of the stuff she was in was like Camp Blood. So if you ever seen Camp Blood, did like the cheesy type stuff. And,
yeah. So she's an actress. She's movies that have come out. she's in 114 movies. She's got 14 that are in still in production that are coming out soon.
Okay.
And she just started directing. So Tony thinks this is going to be her first directorial debut.
Full out.
kind of thing.
I'm pretty sure from what I remember. Like I said, we tried to have her on a few months ago when I first saw it and heard about it, and then something happened. So, but I remember reading up on it. I believe it was her day. I mean, again, I don't want to.
If not, it's pretty close. She's only compared to how much movies she's acted in. Yeah, it's pretty close to her. She's only
maybe it's like a full length. Maybe it's a full length directorial, and the other ones are short films, possibly.
Maybe.
But I remember something saying it's saying something like that. So,
yeah, if you look at her. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just gonna point out she's in a movie called Alien Vampire Busters.
Nice.
It's got Eric Roberts, Andy Dick, and Mike Ferguson.
Which makes me think she's probably in California.
Yeah, Joe Castro. Do you know if you know him as effects dude? Awesome.
Well, yeah, he works with James Balsamo a bunch.
Yeah.
So that's the thing is that makes me because I remember seeing pictures of her with Alyssa Dowling too, who's in California.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking she might be out there.
Don't fuck in the
3 hour. Oh, she was in Don't F Word in the Woods. Dose. I still haven't seen that one.
And the Barn Part 2.
Nice.
With Drew Marvick.
Yes,
he's in a bunch of stuff.
Pool Party Massacre.
He just got a role in OnlyFans that Paul Ragsdale and Angie were
nice.
Were promoting with and Ellie Church is going to be in that movie as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Good. I'm glad. Like I know she's recently just getting back into the swing of things, so it's good. At least she's working with directors that are good. They're quality. Yeah.
Exactly.
Sergio's asking where you can see the movie that's not done yet. It's in post-production. I think that there may still be an Indiegogo to help raise funds for that. But yeah, we'll definitely keep you posted once we know. I'm sure it'll be streaming somewhere.
I know on the Indiegogo there's like a Blu-ray release and stuff like that. So right now I think it's like limited to what it was, I guess. But this is just like the post because they said they have to have a couple pickup shots to still do. I think they said in April or May. And then I guess they already have a distribution company. So if you're looking for a physical copy of it, that's one of the things you can, put some money towards on the Indiegogo.
Yeah. So Steve from Dead Dabs Club. He's bringing up again, because you came in a little bit later. We've talked about Ghostbusters Frozen Empire a few times, and I didn't realize it was this weekend.
Yeah, man. You're gonna bust.
He would know because you're still part of the Massachusetts Ghostbusters, right, Steve? I'll wait. Anyways, Life is Pain is saying Felissa Rose and Eric Roberts were an alien vampire buster. Never knew Julie Anne was in it. I need to check out her IMDb. Yes.
Yeah,
I just saw like a little reel of Felissa at a convention wearing like a onesie, like a zip up onesie kind of thing, but of a man's body with the junk, and doing photo
like a bodysuit.
Kinda, yeah, but with like she was all grown up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty great. I hope she starts doing that at all the conventions.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, because she always does the look and stuff like that when she does it. It'll be very uncomfortable to run over and hug her, though. Be weird because it looked bigger than
the movie.
Yeah, no, I mean than myself.
Bro, when I found out how they achieved that, I was like, "That's amazing."
Yeah, that poor guy. So Dead Dad's Club, Steve. He's part of Massachusetts Ghostbusters. He just did the Boston's. Jesus Christ! I need to go to bed. The Boston's
2, 1.
Yeah, he just did the Boston St. Patrick's Day Parade, and he's going to the 2 premieres Thursday and Friday. Alamo Draft House Thursday and AMC Braintree on Friday. That's sick.
Shout out.
Where
So
the
are you
hell?
gonna be?
There's
Are you
an
gonna be
Alamo
dressed
Draft
up?
House. Where the
Gonna
hell
be
is the
dressed
Alamo
up?
Draft House?
Y'all gonna
in
be
the
dressed-
Alamo.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
in the basement of the Alamo.
Probably out by
We were talking about Pee-wee's Big Adventure today.
Yeah.
Are they gonna be crossing streams over there or what?
Yeah, nothing but that. And we cross the streets, we're going to be facing each other the whole time. Like, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Were they the ones you mentioned that did the Hocus Pocus thing?
No,
Nope,
that
was what is it? What are they called?
Joe, the Horror Squad
The Horror
podcast.
Squad.
Shout out
Yes.
to them. Yeah,
Yes,
they got
they always-
like something coming up at a mall somewhere. They're doing some
Yeah,
like
they do.
great
They do a lot of cool stuff.
They
Oh,
do.
Matthew Fisher is saying, "What's up, boys? What's up,
Oh.
Matt?" Our guest isn't here. We have less than 15 minutes.
That's all right. We're
So
we're
And they're saying,
possibly-
hey guys, and there's
we're chilling
but
with
Because
chilling with everybody.
I thought you was on the East Coast too, so possibly the hours got mixed up.
yeah, I'm thinking that
So-
it's 6:47 where she's at right now.
Well, where's she at? 3 hours.
I think
from
she
here?
might be in California.
Oh, so you
Is it-
told her 9, and she's like, I got 3 more hours.
Mm.
Oh, Life is Pain is so. Here's the real question: how are we feeling about the Crow coming back?
Oh fuck yeah, let's do it right now.
Really?
It's
me up.
so
Paint me
it's
up,
so
bro.
it's so polarizing. I see it everywhere. It's like you can't beat Brennan Lee. Like, what are they trying?
Well,
and then other
all right.
people like it looks awesome. And
Listen, I will say yes for the original adaptation. Yes, Brandon Lee, what they captured in that movie, amazing stuff. It was something that did not leave my VCR for fucking ever when that first movie came out. I would quote that movie, fucking all different types of characters for most of my teenage years. The comic book, all that stuff, the graphic novels, all that shit. So like I get it when people are like, a lot of the comments are, you can't replace Brandon Lee for sure. But like,
But it's a different time in the Crows.
there's and you know
history,
there's
right?
well they're calling him Eric, which it is what it is. But like I
might
like
ruffle some feathers.
which I think if it's a retelling of the initial like origin, I guess you could say. But I feel like I'm here for it because like like with a lot of things like that younger generations don't know about, they don't even
Right.
know about the awesome soundtrack and all that stuff. I know they're probably gonna get like an updated now like music soundtrack, for the bands that are big now and like remixes of like songs and shit like they did with the Batman,
Yeah.
But I'm with it. Looks pretty bloody. Comic book's crazy. The
Well,
look
Matt
like-
Fisher is afraid to watch the trailer. So
yeah,
smell
well a
him
lot
on
of
the
people
trailer.
a lot of people are saying like, oh, he's tatted up SoundCloud rapper, but like and one iteration of the character Michael Corby, he's tatted up. He's got like crazy tribal tattoos and does the whole thing and like plays with guns now. In the original, he's fucking shooting guns and fucking wielding swords, and like now he's got the short sword, which is more in line with the graphic, the original graphic. So there's different aspects of the lore and like the world in this movie, which like for them like restarting the franchise, because I mean we can't ignore the other 3 or 4 movies, whatever it was. I lost
Edward Furlong.
City of Angels was fucking awesome, in my opinion. The other ones I watched them, they're
They're there. Yeah.
there,
Mm.
but
So,
Now, which Skarsgård is it?
Bill,
it's
is
the
it
one who
Bill?
played Pennywise. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, it's crazy. Well, not crazy, but interesting how he took like now 2 iconic characters and kind of now made it his own. Because I remember when it first came out, it was like Tim Curry versus Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Now you got Brandon Lee versus Bill Skarsgård. So
Yeah.
It's the
So,
same arguments of Heath Ledger's Joker when people
Right.
were like,
Mhm.
"Oh, you never fucking," and then everyone's like, after
So
this,
Matt Fisher is saying that he's happy that they didn't have Pete Davidson playing because that was a rumor for a
Yeah.
while, And I'm happy too because I don't know. He's just not a smart guy, and I don't know. He's not. I mean, whatever. He lucked into it.
And
Or
he's not really that.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, you know, they're saying like, oh, he looks like Jared Leto's tatted up Joker, but like the Joker in the comic books, depending on which story arcs you fall upon, is also an underground mob boss tatted up. So like, there's different like flavors and tastes in it, and like that's like when I see like the comments, I just like, I give them like that, like,
Yeah,
you know what you're
I
talking
feel,
about.
yeah. I feel like Life is Pain. This is like I haven't seen the trailer, so I'm not sure about how I feel about it yet. Just ready to see a new version of The Crow because the original was truly a masterpiece considering what happened. I agree, and sometimes it's scary to see a reboot of something because you're afraid they're just going to ruin it, and the kids are going to see it and they're going to dismiss the old one altogether.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem is I think a lot of the kids don't even know of the original. Like you would think that it's like because a lot of the times too, it's the marketing. It doesn't really say a remake or a reboot. It just says The Crow. Like you would think they'd be like, oh, this was based off the whatever. Like then I think people will go back and watch it. But some people don't even know there was, especially the generation now that doesn't really look up or know anything.
Yeah, like people are like, "Where's the white face paint?" And it's like, well, the Brandon Lee's adaptation of it included the white face paint, but like in the comic book, it's black and white, so it looked like it was white face paint. Like, it was like different aspects and all that stuff. But it's cool to see, like James O'Barr's work, like still, getting recognized and recognition, and like it's a good discourse. I like it. I'm here for it.
Just because I want your opinions on it, I don't want to go into it too much, but it's totally off the subject of horror or movies. What are your thoughts on this Tyson fight that's happening?
Bro, it's going to be so fake.
You think? I'm really hoping it's not.
Because there's so many different rules. Like supposedly, I didn't read all into it, but he can tag his brother in, and then there's so many rules for Tyson, against it. Like I just want to see Tyson walk in there and just give him one shot, knock him out.
Yeah.
But the way that it is, there's so many it's not a normal boxing match. It's all
right. I didn't know that part of it. At the end of the day,
it's on Netflix and you got to pay for it. So it's just whatever.
I'm not paying for it.
I already pay for Netflix. Bro.
No, I think it's going to be like a
behind
Netflix
a paywall,
paywall pay-per-view or something.
Great. They're going to start that crap.
I guess we're on that then. But I mean, the thing it's a spectacle, right? So
but I would really hate to see Tyson lose to him.
Yeah, I would too. You know what I mean? But I'm wondering if he comes in like, okay, Jake Paul, let's do this. And,
have you seen his videos?
And then just forgets for a second and turns into early 90s Mike Tyson, gives him the peekaboo, the fucking liver shot. That's fucking uppercut.
Have you seen his spying videos and stuff? The dude's he's terrifying.
What is he? Almost 60 and he's still going nuts.
Yeah, it's 56.
I'll eat your children. Matt Fisher saying Tyson is looking he's looking good in training. I agree 100%. And I think if it was a fair fight, I think Tyson
would knock him out in
destroy him.
2 minutes.
Yeah, Jake suppose he's allowed headgear, the 18-ounce gloves or 14-ounce gloves, whatever. So if he hits, he can he has more punch behind it. Tyson needs bigger gloves, and I don't know about the tagging his brother and shit.
That's Morocco. I don't know if it's 100% true, but I know there was a list of just
Well, if he gets a tag in, then he should bring up the Undertaker with him. It's going to turn it into WWF.
Yeah, exactly. You should be able to give them a figure 4 leg lock of something.
Yeah, the chicken wing, the Bob Backlund.
Yeah. So it's Matt saying that if JP being able to tag his brother in is lame, And then Life is Pain is saying this doesn't sound like boxing. It sounds like a version of Gladiator, the TV show.
Yeah.
I agree.
Celebrity
But that's the
deathmatch.
thing.
That's all his fights though is like spectacle. Like there's always something that goes.
But
on.
if he wanted to have a one-on like a serious fight, he would destroy him. Like Tyson would rip him in half.
Children, just fucking.
Yeah. I'm gonna eat your children. Like he said it so calmly.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'm gonna eat your children.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
Yeah, he was like, Derek Lewis was like, what? He's like, yeah.
I just
They're
remember
be
back in
delicious.
the day
Barbecue sauce.
because my uncle used to watch boxing, like all those heavyweight fights, and just watching like
Bro.
and you would get pissed too because you would wait for the whole
it'd be
thing,
over in like
and then
seconds.
it's like,
Bro.
okay, here's the main event. Mike Tyson, like a minute in, knockout. It's like, oh,
I sneezed and I missed the show. Yeah.
You don't know how many times like my dad would
Get that pay-per-view. They weren't
leave,
cheap.
leave the living room for a second. Like I'm like, dude, it's coming on now. They'll be like, ding, he run, grab a beer, come back. What happened? I'm like, dude, you fucking laced him, bro. What do you mean,
Remember,
what
yeah, people would like get together, like gather their money, and everyone would chip in and get the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that shit was like fucking $59.99 back in the
and
day.
Yeah,
what
that
was
a
it? The
lot.
one like white old guy was like the one that lasted the longest. It was like 3 rounds or something like that, and then got knocked out. I forget who it
He was a
was.
mummy. I like the meme where it's like Mike Tyson versus Glass Joe or whatever.
Oh
And it
yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, we're finally getting it in real life. It was great.
Yeah.
Tyson
Remember when he
showing
fought
his
the
training
dude?
videos he's saying Tyson. Matt's saying Tyson showing his training videos is a bad move. He should let Jake think he's an old stoner.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
underestimates. Yeah, Tyson smokes constantly. So he's underestimates him. So Life is Pain is asking how we paid for a pay-per-view back then. You would have to like order it through your
Phone
cable
in.
company.
You would
Yeah,
have
they would
call
charge
in.
your. Yeah, you would call in and they would charge your
cable box,
like
your card,
your-
because back in the day it was like the cable, the boxes were like cards with like all the info and shit on it.
Yeah, they
So-
would
Unless, of
charge
course, you
like
had
your
the black
account.
box.
And that's
Yeah.
what I was about to bring up. Tony knows about the black box, bro. You hit up that dude, he come in, fucking hit that little solder from one board to the other. You get all the
Yep.
channels, all the 8
including
shows.
the dirty channels, guys.
Yeah, the Spice channel. Look up the Spice
Life
channel.
is Pain. Life is Pain just made me feel very old. He was born 2 years after I graduated high school.
So that was 96.
Yeah, he was born in '96.
Wow. Happy birthday,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Rated X
Yeah,
channels. Yep. Spicy.
I was in 9th grade in 96.
Oh, yeah. I was old.
Nine-
Still am.
I was what, 7th, 6th?
Jesus Christ, I am old.
Just a little baby, little
Secret, guys. I'm gonna be 49 this year. Boo!
Happy birthday. 49. That's it.
Shut up.
Well,
All right. So
That's
about that time,
Oh, bro.
Yeah, we gotta wrap things up. Our guest didn't show up. I'm sorry, guys.
No,
But we
I
still
think-
talked
I
about
think-
some fun stuff.
I think definitely check out the movie, the
Crow.
Cheerleader Camp Eliminations.
When it comes out, yes.
Comes out, but yeah, look her up, Julie Anne Prescott. Check out The Crow. Kevin's turning 49 this year, so make sure you give
Pay
him a shout out.
homage at my funeral. Yeah.
And just before we wrap up, I do want to say, go look up The Children of the Woods. It's a found footage film that my buddy Jake is working on. It's got a lot of lore behind it, coming out soon. He just dropped the trailer for it.
You're helping with it?
Yeah, I'm kind of small level involved with that. Just some of the marketing stuff, and then like I shot some stuff for something coming up for it. So
Yeah.
but yeah, check that out.
And where else can people find you, sir?
Sometimes I'm on that Strange Show Instagram page, just sending memes like crazy. I had a burrito earlier, so you can find me
Ooh. In the
The
toilet.
bathroom in 5 minutes.
But yeah, we'll be back soon. I just gotta, like I said, I'm wrapping up some stuff. I just wrapped up some episodic stuff I was working on for these dudes out in Italy with Flovitar, A Dust Odyssey. So that's wrapped up. 20 episodes I just completed, finished up. So, but yeah, we're gonna get back to talking shit and watching movies. So we got to figure out when we're coming back. But yeah, go check that out. Give us some plays on that.
Word, Tony.
You can find me at Tony Has Nine Fingers on YouTube, where I do movie reviews, unboxings, anything movie related. Tony Has Nine Fingers on X, which I don't use, but I still say. Tony Has Nine Fingers on TikTok, which hopefully stays around. Who knows what's going on with that? But that is my number one. But I'm now kind of pushing everyone to my Instagram. So
because they're talking again about banning TikTok again.
No, we just gotta buy it. We'll just we'll get with here. Life is Pain. We'll get our money together. We'll buy TikTok, bro. We'll fucking
all right. Cool.
So Tony's Movies on Instagram, where I show off the movies behind me, and of course here on the Wicked Horror Show, whether we have an awesome guest or a guest that would have been here, or it's just horror movie talk or whatever. Definitely check us out live, because then you get to watch the music video and the teaser trailer, and then
talk with the chat.
Yeah, ask questions and such. So, and Kevin.
Yes. First off, I'm going to be at Sci-Fi Horror Fest. It's coming. It's a little bit ways away, but I'm going to promote it because I'm excited about it. At Vernon Downs Casino in Vernon, New York, on August 16th and 17th of 2024. And I'm going to be moderating a panel so far for the awesome Lloyd Kaufman of Troma Entertainment. And there's also going to be a screening of Shakespeare's Shitstorm during the VIP after party, which I'm super excited for.
Nice.
So yeah, if you're in that area, it's a bit far out. It's in upstate New York. Definitely, it's a really fun show. It gets bigger and bigger every year. And they're great. No, she doesn't. But the people that run it are awesome. They're completely just great people. And so I support them in everything they do. But yeah, so go check that out. Sci-Fi Horror Fest on Facebook. Yeah. And besides that lovely jazz, I do this show. Obviously, we just started jumping back into recordings for Re-Education of Nancy Ann Ritter. We just put up the Brain Dead / Dead Alive episode on Sunday.
Mental.
And mental. I said multiple times, and I even said it on the door, Jesus Christ, on Wicked Horror Show. Your mother ate my dog. Multiple times. But and then also that Strange Show. So
yes, sir.
Check that out. Yeah. And thanks for watching / listening. Thanks for everyone in the chat. And we'll see you guys next time. Okay. Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.